Just hit it and reel.
Got him.
It's all about the fish here.
Get his head up. Keep his head up.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome to Arctic Norway. Or at least that's how it feels anyway. It's a cold one today, isn't it?
That's supposed to be what Alaska feels like.
Nah, not quite. -5, -6 I think this morning. It's not much warmer down here. And because of that, yet again, I'm not fancying our chances very much.
He's not down there. As soon as I picked him up, blanking the day.
It's been cold for a long time, like a week.
So what are we here for? What's the point? This is the second attempt
I
at
have no idea.
Catch 22. If you watched the last video and the wee promo video we done for this attempt, this challenge, this vlog, this is the second attempt at putting one of the fish on the scoreboard.
Aye. How did the first one go?
It was good. I enjoyed it. Got a new species.
A new species, and typically it's one species that is not on the
That
Catch
nobody's ever
22
caught.
challenge. Aye, well, it's a new one, but not on the challenge, so
So what are we expecting today, apart from nothing?
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'll be more positive.
What do you think?
Sea scorpion, 100% on this mark.
Possibly.
As a possibility. Cod. We're driving down the hut with a bombshell, which is
We're not accepting codling
As if it's not hard
of
enough.
that size, all right? The cod, the pollock, the collies, they can't be micro species. Right? We've got 12 months to catch one of these. It can't be that hard. So a decent size, we're not saying huge cod, but a decent size codling is all that will be accepted.
Okay.
That goes for pollock and collies, whiting, that sort of thing. Reasonable.
and that's the end of the vlog.
But it's not those I'm worried about. It's this conger eel.
There's a few I'm worried about, to be fair. The conger and the bass.
Bass is always
I failed to get a bass the last 2 years. I don't know why you decided to put that in there.
because we need to make it challenging.
So we've got four big rods out, 2 kind of scratching rigs. You've got a kind of whipped up squid mackerel combo for a cod, and I've got a big chunk of mackerel fillet down the side there for the kind of, it's like a wee conger bait, big sea scorpion bait in it.
Just try to cover all bases.
Can't
just
cover
to
all bases, so
try and get something. So conger, codling, short spine sea scorpion, that's the 3
Yes.
main species we're after today. And we'll take a black goby if we can find one.
aye.
Any more rock gobies and we'll be changing the Catch 22 to rock goby.
A goby 22.
Any goby.
So we'll see how we fare the day. We've both got the full day off work, so the plan might be, depending on how this goes, we'll maybe make this a kind of two-parter, split the day into 2. So the state of the tide at the moment is it's on its way Back out that way, innit? It's that way.
That way.
Sorry, it's my back out.
You only two directions to choose from.
I do it honestly, I do it on that other lock we go to for the first, don't I? Up's down and down's up. Front of the boat's the back of the boat, the back of the boat's the front of the boat.
Aye. So it's on its way out, ebb and tide, and then we're going to switch
To
to
the other side.
one of the sea lochs and fish the tide back in and well into darkness.
Aye.
With conger eel in mind.
That's the bit you're confident at, innit?
Yeah. Confident. Don't know.
So we'll wrap this up, it's getting a bit busy.
It's going to be a bit busy down here. See how this goes. So this is a mark that we're reasonably familiar with. Fished here a fair bit in the past, but mainly through the sort of warmer months. I've had a couple of sessions on it, kind of through the winter, and we have picked up small codling, and we did get a decent short spine sea scorpion here one night as well. But I think it's been cold. It's been cold all week, and that's my biggest concern. It's not overly deep here. We're only fishing about 20 to 30 feet of water. So the shallower water is affected more, and the fish are affected more by the cold. But we've come to a mark, or a bit of this sort of waterfront area, where there's a sort of boulder embankment just to our left. That sort of boulder embankment is good habitat for loads of things. Conger eel in particular. Although I'm not holding out much hope for one of those here at this time of year. But your sea scorpions and even your small fish like gobies and dragonets and things like that kind of like the structure of the boulder. So that's why we're fishing where we are. But in all fairness, we could be fishing anywhere, and my confidence wouldn't be much higher than it is just now. But you never know. Miracles do happen. Anything. One fish, a black goby, a codling, anything. I'm a bit more confident with our mark for later on today. In one of the sea lochs, it's a much deeper mark. We're fishing about 60, 70 feet of water. The cold is less effect there, so we're in with a shout of a conger eel. Conditions are much better than they were on our first episode of Catch 22. We were fishing in bright sunshine with dodgy bait. We're fishing into darkness with slightly less dodgy bait. So I'm pinning my hopes on an eel later on tonight. I'm just enjoying the sunshine at the minute.
So Alex has been up there getting bites, and he has hooked and landed. What's it called again?
Gold cinny.
A gold cinny, which isn't on the list. But the gentleman that was fishing here has just left, and it's right next to these rocks where all the kelp and seaweed is. So I just dropped my rag down, and I've been getting some bump. There we go. There we go. Oh no! Have I got it? Now, I'm not confident in identifying these, but I know a man who is. That's not a short spine sea scorpion, is it? And if I'm right in saying it's because of these long spines, which will give you a clue. That is a long spined sea scorpion. How's that looking? You picking that up?
Hard in the light, but I'm getting it.
But look at the size of the fish, right? 1/3 of that fish's mouth. Look at the size of the gub on that thing. That's took a wee bit of rag with him. So I think that's a 4 sets job. But where they are, the ones where after should be. think a lot of folk think these are poisonous, but they're not, are they? Or venomous, but they're not.
Scorpion fish.
They're not scorpion fish, that rips his knitting. There we go, long spine sea scorpion. That's a scorpion.
That's a good size for a long spine.
That's a specimen, long spine. Just say aye. Just give us some confidence. Right, let's get them back. They're tough wee things. You get as a force outs, Alex. So there's just something about this fishing that just takes you back, reminds you of when you were away. For me anyway, you know, I didn't get sea fishing much when I was away, but this takes me back to that time when you'd no worries, no nothing. But one of the reasons for bringing this vlog into the channel was it used to be a blog that Alex done, or a Facebook group that Alex used to run alongside his Eternal Angler. We've got a wee visitor here. And it was one of them species hunts type groups. And I think that was how I actually met Alex. But there was one year he done the Catch 22, which is obviously, as you know now, a predetermined list of fish. But it was like 50% sea, 50% freshwater. And it was earlier last year I was saying to Alex, did you feel as if something's missing for your fishing? And it's that excitement of not knowing. No, you know what you're going for, but when you're doing this style of fishing, you don't necessarily know what you're going to pull up. And we were laughing there, talking about that sea scorpion. No, it's a wee fish, but that buzz, that excitement of the bite, is it your target? Is it what you're aiming for? You lift it up, there's that hope and excitement, expectation of, have you met your goal, your challenge? And it's brilliant fun. It's just, everybody's got their own reasons why they go fishing. It's been debated much lately on social media, but aye, I'm glad we've done this. Because to be fair, the Grayling rivers are really low. We've got plans later in the earlier part of the year for the pike, February, March. And this is, honestly, I love it. I think it's brilliant. But there's no pikes for a while. And it's just such a simple setup. I look in your line, fire a weight on, hook at the end, and a wee shitty bit of ragworm or a wee slither of squid or a wee bit of mackerel. It doesn't need to be fancy. You just never know what's going to take it. As I say, you hope it's going to be the fish that you're after, but I think that's why I loved that loose bait trip last year so much. Where you're dropping your bait down and it could literally be anything that grabs it. Aye, looking forward to doing more of this. Oh, I got a bite there.
Yeah? No way. Oh. Caught one.
What's that doing here? There we go. On camera as well. Is that a cork right now?
Yeah.
Is it? Species number 3. Still none of the species on our bloody list, but
Where's that rat? A little bit of movement on that rod tip there. I've got the bait sitting on the bottom, the lead just above it. It does, however, look a little bit crab-like to me, but it could also be a sea scorpion just sitting there with it. My money's on crab though.
I'm a man in sea scorpion, 'cause that's exactly what mine did.
Yeah.
I thudded it and then it just sat with it. Aye. I'd take that.
You think it's on it?
Aye.
I bet it's a crab.
No chance. Anything? You might have been right.
That's a crab.
No, I mean, never know.
That's a crab. So although we've got the big rods out, it's the little rod down the side that's producing the very few fish that we've got. And it's the simplest setup. Gordon mentioned how simple this style of fishing is. It's literally a loop on the line with a small lead, longish hook link, and then a little size 6 chino, and a tiny little slither of mackerel. Drop down the side of the wall, and you just don't know what you're going to pick up. In the summertime you can pick up loads of species down here. In the winter, a wee bit tougher, but the scorpions are still there. Some more movement on that little rod there, but it's very similar to what it was before with the crabs. Oh no, that might be a fish. We need something from here before we move. Don't think we're going to give it too much longer. Then we'll head to our second mark of the day. But there was a bit of movement there. Maybe I'm just getting my hopes up. Winter fishing in the sea. Yeah, there's something there, isn't there? Ah!
One more try.
Aye, one more try.
It'll be fun a cod after all. Well, we had a discussion after our trip area of this second mark that we're at. We're driving over and Alex says, I'm really worried about something. I'm like, oh, fuck that. This might be frozen. I'm not. Like, Alex, it's a saltwater loch. It's not going to be frozen. There's been no rainfall for about 10 days. There is no chance that this loch, I'll be gobsmacked if this loch is frozen. Guess what? Holy shit. This is a sea loch. Albeit it's the top end of the sea loch. But it's frozen solid. We're just hoping that further up in the deeper water it's not frozen. It doesn't look it, but what do I know? But it's bloody stirring in it. Look at that. The old west coast of Scotland,
Told you, Arctic Norway.
Arctic Norway. That's the first. I'm 47 years old this year. That's the first I've ever seen that frozen. That is nuts. Obviously safety first with you, eh? Let's capture the comedy moment. What a mountain goat.
Right.
Right, well, this bit's no frozen.
No.
Not yet anyway.
No. Thankfully. That was impressive, wasn't it?
But honestly, stunning.
It did look pretty cool. It's
Half
like
an hour drive for the front door, man, and it's like,
the Norwegian fjords.
aye.
But aye, lunch. Done. Finally found a cod.
Aye. Well, hopefully we find a sea scorpion and a conger.
A conger eel. We're back where the conger mission started in the last episode.
And for good reason.
For good reason. What is a good reason? What is it?
The bait I brought in,
Proper mushed, wasn't it?
yeah, proper eel-like, possibly small, but you said it could be a European.
It could be European eels, it could be silver eels, it could have been a small conger, but it was a sign of fish. I got a couple of knocks as well,
Yeah.
so we're back. We're going to fish right into dark, like proper into dark,
Aye, high tides, what?
and it's an incoming tide, 9:30.
Right,
So, apart from the time of year,
no whiskey tonight, eh?
nah, unfortunately not. No. Apart from the time of year, everything's looking good.
Aye.
It's just it's still cold. It's the middle of winter. We're not sure how that's going to play with things, but I don't know. I arrived and I instantly got a wee boost of confidence.
It would have been hard.
Aye, well, that's true.
Confidence had fell out your arse this morning.
No, but what a night! It's stunning.
stunning.
It's
Aye.
absolutely stunning. Not a breath of wind.
The reflection in the water is... Aye, we've got some hot soups there and wee hot bad boy Bombay pot noodle there
No.
to keep me warm later on.
So aye, big rods are out.
It's looking good for a wee snooze in there. So aye, same setups, isn't it?
Well, same setups, but we've kind of beefed our setup up
you
a
have.
little bit. I know I said in the last episode, if you watched it, that there's no need to go overly heavy
Well, he's went
for
over
congers. On reflection, I thought it was maybe a wee bit irresponsible, so I've beefed it up a little bit. I'm fishing £150 fluoro, 6.0 meat hooks, still with a rotten bottom. We'll show you later on.
I think I'm half of everything you've just said.
Aye,
I've kind of went more sea scorpion, but I've went smaller bait,
obsessed.
smaller
He was obsessed with this sea
No
scorpion.
wonder, man, have you seen the thing? They're stunning. I desperately want to get a big one.
They are cool.
After seeing that big one you got, here and at the other mark where that is, I want one. I really do. We're chuffed to get one.
So the big rods are out. I've had a couple of chucks about with the drop shot gear and instantly getting bites. I've got a funny feeling that they're gold cinnies because I've still not hooked one. But we might manage that black goby as well if we can get by the rock gobies.
Constance house went up with it.
Aye. All we managed was rock gobies last time, but a black one must be in there somewhere. So aye, let's settle in for the night.
Aye.
See how this goes.
The rods are out as of, don't know if we said that, did we?
No, they're out. It's about -3, I think. I feel alright. I feel quite cosy.
I'm keeping my hat off till later, till I really need it.
Layered up.
Get the benefits from it.
Nice clear sky, so we might even get the northern lights. You never know. That'd be lovely.
So aye, species.
How many have we got so far?
Aye. No species hunt. Catch 22.
Catch 22, and we've started to catch.
First time lucky.
We've started to catch one.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's go, but we'll know where to go.
Let's go. Where's my rods?
It's literally 5 minutes since we've done that wee intro there, and that's how dark it's got. But getting bites every chuck on the float there. And we thought we had the black goby, but unfortunately, if that's showing up,
Turn your head torch away.
if that's showing up on the phone, you'll see the orange tip on the dorsal, which tells it's another rock goby. So a goby, but just know the right one. I might need your unhooking skills for this one, Alex. Right, well, sort of ticked one off, but it's not allowed, so I'm told. Because if you remember this morning, it's got to be a proper cod. Well, proper codling, but I have caught a cod. Apparently that's too wee to allow. Alex's rules, not mine. It's counting. Right, well I heard my rod going earlier. Take the bail arm off, Alex, you'll need to talk. You'll need to talk me through this now.
Hit it and wheel.
Told you that was a fish. I knew that reel had went. Bastard. That was a chance. Done me in the rocks. Told you. I heard that reel going. You didn't believe me. Fuck. That was straight into its hole, wasn't it? When I heard that reel.
Well, no, because it was still moving.
Well, that was about 5 minutes past when I heard the reel.
rod was still going. Right, just there. Ho, 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 we've got a run. I'm just going to whack it. They do you every time. Just stick their head out that hole, pick up your bait and it's a nail though. And I found myself in this position once before here. And all I did is just give it a bit of time. And it did start moving off, so we'll do the same. Sometimes patience wins the day. Sometimes it doesn't, but we'll give it a go. That's 2 runs in the space of 30 minutes, so if we can get one out of the bloody rocks, then we're in with a good shout. So I'm just giving it some slack, feeling for it, hopefully it'll move. Such difficult fish to get to land from the shore. Let's get another wee pull. Oh, yep, here it comes. Ah! I've got my gear back, but the fish ain't there. That's alright. I'd rather get the gear back and save the fish. But that is fantastic news. Yeah, look, definitely been chewed on. We might get one tonight, you never know, we might get one. Get it right back out there, eh?
What we've got here is like a big rock pinnacle and a 20-foot drop all the way around into freezing cold water. So if you see a bit of and shouting at each other, it's potential, you know, it's just hope nothing happens. Safety first. But that half an hour there has literally, the confidence just went straight up. 2 runs within half an hour, probably even less than that. What happened was I actually heard my reel ticking. Alex thought I kicked my rod stand, and the rod had bounced, and he thought, so we thought it was me kicking it. But then I heard the tick, 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 tick of the reel, and then nothing. I said, Alex, that rod's going to go. 100% that rod's going to go. And it was that rod that went. Obviously, got caught up in the rocks, the main line snapped. Alex, a bit quicker onto the mark, pounced on his rod as soon as we heard the reel, got on it, struck into it. Fish was on, but it managed to get back into its hole. Well, at least that's what we think happened. He did mention at that point in time, there was a conger session we did back when Angling 360 was just the blog that Alex done on his Facebook. And I'll throw the picture up. The same thing happened. Now what on that occasion happened was we took the bail arm off, and it was a good 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then Alex felt the line going back through his fingers. Managed to get the fish into open water and successfully land the fish. Conger fishing is new to me. Like, I am a virgin. I've no caught a conger. So I'm relying on little knowledge that Alex has got from his, what did you say, 4 conger that he's caught. So good start to the evening session. Confidence is high between the both of us, and we're fairly chuffed with our wee glow-in-the-dark sticks that attach onto the rod. But see the light off the camera? See when we finish doing what we're doing and the light goes off? All you can see is that bright light. It's bloody dangerous floating about here. So fingers crossed in the accidents, and the toes are crossed that we get a conger eel. I'd be equally delighted with a big sea scorpion, I'm not going to lie. But that's boosted the old, especially his confidence. So good start. Forever hopeful. Alex has gave up with his wee drop shot setup, kept getting snagged, but I've stuck with the float. I know many bites, but I'm getting wee rattles now. And do you know what? That's a fish. Is that a wrasse? See if that's another gold cinny. That's a goby. That is a goby. And that might be a black goby, as I've not seen any orange. Alex, we'll get a look at this. What do you think? That's a black goby, isn't it? Right, we'll get a closer look.
About bloody time.
So as we said earlier, the good thing about doing this species hunt is even the daftest wee fish gets you, you're a dancer. Alex gave up with the wee rod, kept getting snagged, but I persevered with the float. My head torch was just lighting the float up enough. And look what we've got. Oh, calm down, big man. He's not moved once. There we go. And if you look at that dorsal fin, that is the first species of catch 22. And that's a black goby. I think now you see the black goby, you can tell the significant differences. Brilliant. Honestly, he was dancing about the rocks 2 minutes ago. Look at that. That is brilliant. That wee thing has made this whole day. If we don't get anything else, worth it. Right, let's get him unhooked and back.
Come on, out you come, you fucker.
Why would you?
No. Well, try again.
Third run, took line, slow pulls. See if he comes out. Must just be littered with cracks and holes and... Because I was on that quick. Come on. I actually felt it give a bit when I hit it as well.
I don't think you just recast it out.
No, that's one that's been out for a while. So frustrating.
If we get it out, we'll be back.
Yeah. Don't hold out much hope, but you never know. Yep, we've got him.
It's all about the fish here.
Just get his head up, keep his head up, keep him out the crack. It's an eel, it's fight like an eel. It's not a big eel, but it's an eel. Patience. Set the rod down, let him come out. See if this isn't an eel. I'm going to kick myself. It is an eel. Might need to go down net this for me, Gordon.
Shit, you kidding? Right, what am I doing?
Get him up, might be able to get him up.
Yes!
You got one!
Magic. Well done, man.
Nicely hooked.
That's my coaching.
Nicely hooked as well.
That was
Look
all
at
teamwork there.
You absolute beauty. Load of line. Somebody's hooked him before, looking. Or maybe that's what he was caught up in.
Aye. Right, let's get him sorted in the net and then we'll get a look at him, right?
Well, we thought we had blown our chance twice there, 3 times there. Every time, straight into a snag. But I was patient. I was almost not patient, but Gordon was like, just leave it, just leave it, just leave it. Sat the rod down, it started moving again, and we got it out of the crack or whatever it was. And now, this is not a big conger eel. This is a definition of a strap conger. But for this challenge, it doesn't matter. It's a conger eel. Now, let's try and have a look at him, which is easier said than done with these guys. He seems to be behaving himself. I'll be with you in a second.
Is there wee gill?
There is, but there's vents you can try and get into. I'd rather not. If we can just hold them gently, hopefully. And there we have them. As difficult as ever. He's only about £4, but you know what? Like I said, for our challenge, it's all we need. Lovely little eel. And there's time for more. There's time for a bigger one. Let's try and get him up for a photo. You can keep your black gobies, that's all I'm saying, Gordon. That was probably one of our most challenging species to get. And to get it on a second session of the challenge, second attempt, is fantastic. Right, let's get this wee guy back. And tell your big brother we're after him. Other way. That way. There he goes. Through the weeds.
That, my friend.
Have a slimy one. Mission accomplished. Right, bigger one. Whew. Yes. standing up. Yes! Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
Oh, I just had a hold of the bait.
No, you've got it. Yeah.
Huh?
Ah, you've got it. Wee tiny trap. Well, you were huffing and puffing like nobody's business there.
Is that a conger or is that an eel?
It's conger. It's your first ever conger. Well, is that a conger?
Have
Have
you-
a look, get it, have a look. It's all kicking off.
He's done me though.
You've done me. I broke on the ledge.
Damn it.
Anyway, we've got a fish in the net. Let's go and have a look at him.
Well, was it you call it a strap conger? But that is species 63, I think, for me. A wee miniature conger eel. I say, I'm not giving a monkeys that it's small. That is a challenge. That this fish I thought would have tripped us up. So to tick these off early doors is somewhat pleasing. So we'll get them back. Oh, sorry, photograph.
Well, what a mad couple of hours that was. 5 runs, 2 fish, and then nothing. Nothing yet. I'm hoping it's going to kick off again, or at least we get one more chance. But while we've got a little bit of a lull in proceedings, a quick recap, not just a recap of today, but a recap of the first 2 sessions of Catch 22. We started here on session 1 after congers, but through the day with dodgy bait and bright sunshine. We got signs of fish. Gordon brought a bait in and it was munched. It was all squished at the base. Good sign of an eel. I got a couple of rattles on my rods. We were after black gobies. We failed miserably. All we managed was rock gobies, which, to be fair, was a new species for both Gordon and I. So that was quite nice. But it was the signs of conger that forced us back here tonight. And earlier on today, a few hours down on the quayside, was really just an extra, just a hope that something would show up. And a sea scorpion did show up. It did. Unfortunately, it was the wrong kind. It was a long spined. We need a short spined for Catch 22. I think we managed another couple of little fish. I had a gold cinny and I think Gordon had a cork wing, but not really much to show for our efforts down there. And then we turned up here, one of the west coast sea lochs, to find it frozen solid at the head of the loch, which got us worried a little bit. But we've come down the loch into deeper water and it's perfect. And as soon as I turned up, for some reason, I don't know why, I just felt a bit of an air of confidence. And it paid off. I'm going to apologise for how excited we got for those little fish.
I'm not.
Yeah, they're not big fish, they're only small strap congers. But we didn't expect to get one. Although the confidence says otherwise, but aye, we're over the moon to get a conger so quick off the bat. But it's still early mid-January. I was kind of thinking we were going to need to wait until July, August, but yeah, to get that one ticked off is brilliant. Gordon managed a little black goby there, eventually found a way through the rock gobies. Nice fish actually. And that ticks 2 off. That's 2 from 22.
I'm saying 3.
The cod was far too small. That does not count. You can't count that, surely. Yeah. We'll get more cod, hopefully. If we don't get any more cod, we'll count it. And that's probably what will happen. But in the lull, we've just chilled out. It's such a lovely night. It's a nice clear sky. There's snow in the mountains. We had a little play around with the cameras and managed to get some lovely shots on night mode. Discovered that. Unfortunately, night mode does not work on video. So this video might be a little bit all over the place. It's not the best quality. We film everything on phones, and at night time it's just not great, but you got the idea. We came for conger, we got conger. We came for black gobies, we got one of those as well. The sea scorpion, however, we might need to come back for that. And to be honest, we might need to come back for some bigger eels as well, because this is great. But we've still got 2 hours, 2 hours of the tide, still time. Just waiting for one of those rods to bend over and the reel click away. But yeah, fantastic, love it.
Hot cup of soup.
Hot cup of soup. We're away again. Straight into him. Ah. Oh yep, we've got him. It's a better one. It's a better one. Oh, that's a better one. Oh, much better. Much better. It's not huge, but it's a bigger fish. I just hope I can get him over that ledge. Yeah, it's a nice fish. Come on. Over the ledge. Yeah, that's a better one. Oh, Jesus. You need to bully them. There he is, spinning around. Look at that spinning. This does need to be netted. I'll get him. You can chuck the net down to me. That's a better fish. That's what we're after. Get in there. Still not huge, but that's close to a double. Close to a double. Oh, let's have a look at him. Well, the best fish of the night comes in the easiest. That was a decent scrap with him, and you just feel it slashing from side to side. And I said it was a double. I think it's, we're not going to put it away in it. I think it's close to a double. Better than the last couple we've had anyway. Let's see if we can have a look at him. Which is not the easiest. Right, get the tail round. Do the vein. They're not easy. Are you getting that?
Uh-huh.
You get the idea. There you go. That's a proper one. It's still a strap, but it's a lot better than what we've had up until now. Don't know. Slap them back through in here. That's a nice fish actually, isn't it? I'd say that's about somewhere between 8 and 10 maybe, possibly a double. Look at the length of that. Easy 4 foot long. Big old head on her. Look at that, silking through those weeds. There we go, there was time for one more. And a slightly better one at that. That's definitely mission accomplished now, isn't it?
Still time for another.
100%.
And a cup of soup this time.
Still not had that cup of soup. So as I said earlier, we'll have a quick run through what we've changed to or what changes we've made to the rigs from our first session. I did say in the first session that we were a wee bit undergunned, not massively, but I think a wee bit irresponsible to go too light for congers. So the changes we have made, or first of all the changes I have not made, is the size of the bait. I'm still going to fish a fairly small bait. This time it's a head and shoulders rather than a fillet. And it's just a better hooking potential, I think, with that. We have beefed up the hook slightly. So that is a 6.0 Sea Beast from Cox and Roll. And then we've massively beefed up the hook link. Crimped on, £150 mono. I don't think there's any need for wire for congers, but you do need very abrasion resistant mono. And that's about 2 foot long. Crimped onto a swivel and a buffer bead. And we're still fishing a very long rubbing leader. It's about a rod length and a half rubbing leader. And I think that's £60, I think, possibly 80. And then running on that, on a running clip, little 3-ounce lead. No need to go too heavy with the leads. And one thing I have changed is I'm no longer using a rotten bottom. Alright, a couple of fish have been stuck in a crack or stuck in a hole, but we're generally fishing over cleaner ground than we anticipated. And the rotten bottom was just twisting up in the trace a little bit. So I've taken it off completely. And it doesn't seem to have made a massive difference. So it is really simple. It's a simple running ledger. Big strong hook, nice strong mono, and a bite-sized bait. Let's get it back out.
You didn't need to overact that bit.
It slipped in my hands. Just thinking about starting to pack up. There's a little bit of movement on that right hand rod. Like the slightest little bit of movement. Give it a second. I think if it moves again, we'll go for it. Maybe not. If it goes again, we'll be back. Maybe one final flourish here. Right hand rod. Ticked off there, let's have a go. Come on. Nah. Was a run. Might still be there actually. Oh well, maybe not. We'll leave it for a bit, see what happens. Give it a bit of time. Might free itself.
Can we get off these rocks before I kill myself?
It's been quite a long day.
It is. 6 o'clock my alarm went off.
Gone on 10 surely, close to.
10 to 10.
10 to 10.
Flying about these rocks like an old man.
Well worth it though.
It was.
Well worth it.
That evening session flew in.
It's stunning. What a night.
Aye, I've no missed the telly box and my whiskey tonight.
No.
Well, maybe the whiskey. Oh, I've not got on to.
So slow.
on,
Aye. Slow start. Down at the quay. That was nice. Nice morning. Bit of sunshine.
Couple of characters.
Couple of characters. But then this was the main event for today's activities, and it paid off, didn't it? It did pay off. Just had another run there as well. And it's went to ground, so we're just kind of hoping that we leave it there.
That kind of method that we kind of called upon from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever it was, helped us tonight, didn't it? Just
give it time.
Slow down.
Give it time.
He gets himself, honestly, sometimes it's hard to capture on camera, but he's that calm and quiet, and when there's a fish,
Not all the time, but I was very excited with that conger eel, that first one.
Listen, that was the one fish I was really
Worried about
because we don't fish for them.
No.
At all.
I think this is the first time we've attempted to catch them, like targeted them in about, 4 years?
Aye, 4 or 5 years. I need to look back at the gallery. I'm tired, man. I can't talk.
But I think we'll be doing it more. But anyway, catch 22. We started off with 22 to catch. We now only have 20. So 2 down.
So talk through what's going to happen. This
20 to go.
This image you've made with the 22 species.
This is where Catch 22 Saltwater Challenge 2025 graphic comes in. It might work.
It might work. We're hoping it works. We've not tried it yet.
So there you go. Here is the 22 fish
Greyed out.
that we're trying to catch over this year. And they're colourless. However, watch this. Bing!
I've got to edit this now.
We now have a conger eel and a black goby in colour. And that's how it's going to work for, hopefully, all 22 species. So 2 down. 2 down, 20 to go, and a little test for Gordon's editing skills there.
And just to remind you, the intro video that we did for this,
Yeah.
I'm winning 2-1.
Oh, it is a little bit of a competition. It is a little bit of a competition.
No, it's a team effort. Stuff competition nonsense. I can't be dealing with that.
But you still had to bring it up.
Aye. Only when I'm winning.
So
I'm like, you're that right.
Aye. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did.
Aye, that was a good for a long day like that in the winter. It's no.
I think
These
some
long days are more associated with us for the summer, aren't they?
But I think some more winter night sessions are in order.
But anybody that recognises this will know what the local guys called it, Conger Alley.
No, Conger Alley's over the other side.
Oh, is it?
Conger Alley's over there, right? Yeah.
It's the first. Sorry, I thought that was it.
Yeah, Conger Alley's.
I need to go to bed. I'm struggling.
Right, let's get him home.
You climb up that hole first.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We've nowhere to walk off to now. While we're swimming. So welcome back to Angling 360. and A Winter's Tale, and this will be Season 3, Chapter 4. Now I'm going to start off with an explanation and an apology. What happened this morning? It's one of them moments, or two things happened this morning. We are very much, we film what we get and then we make it work in the editing suite. We don't set out to film every single second of our day. We don't have a script, we don't have storyboards, we don't plan anything out. Well, this morning, I wish we did. Because straight off the bat, I picks Alex up. I goes on to WhatsApp to message my good lady to tell her, watch yourself, it's a bit icy. And in doing so, I missed Alex going up in his arse. His horns all cut. He opened the door. Did you see that? No, what happened? Just up my arse. So I'm laughing and joking about that. I'll need to add that into the intro. Until we parked the car at our chosen destination today. I forgot to put a handbrake on, didn't I? So when I leaned against the car to get my gear out of the boot, the car starts rolling down the hill. Luckily Alex built like Superman, was able to stop it. I jumps in, gets a handbrake on. So it's been a calamity of errors. I hit the deck, a rod hit the deck. So luckily the rods are alright. Alex has got his new Daiwa connoisseur rod today. Nice new 14-foot float rod. I've got my favoured 15-foot Aventus. And we're back looking for a £3 2 and above grayling. Because if you watched the last episode, you will know two things happened. Alex, using a worm, caught a grayling, £3 and 1 ounce. And the second thing that happened was, we remembered the scales. So officially, A Winter's Tale, what was it called again? A pursuit. Pursuing a £3 grayling is now pursuing a £3 and 2 plus grayling. So hope I get it. It's been one of our most popular vlogs. It's probably one of the most enjoyable vlogs. It's probably one of the most positively received vlogs, not just in Scotland, but England and afar. The amount of messages we've had regarding this vlog, really positive. It's really good to see. The amount of folk that have caught their first grayling on the back of this, travelled from the southern part of the country all the way up and caught some pretty spectacular grayling on the back of this vlog is something we're kind of proud of. So with that said, thanks for everybody for the comments and watching the two of us stumble our way through this. So with that said, we're back at the scene of the unofficial £3 grayling that I caught a couple of years, last year, wasn't it? Last December. And that's another thing I forgot to mention it. Alex's arms are getting sore. Told you I brought a tripod. But one of the things that Alex mentioned on, and it was kind of weird how it worked out, was £3 grayling, Season 3, Chapter 3. One of the things that's good about archiving all your footage and your photographs and dating them, the weirdest thing about that fish and that day was it was exactly 1 year to the date, the 14th of December, that I landed that unofficial grayling. And exactly the same date, by a margin of a couple hours, Alex got the £3. So maybe the 14th December is the day we should be targeting the £3-pounders. I just found that kind of weird. I'm superstitious that way, he's no. But aye, that was weird. So aye, let's get in the water. His arms are killing him now.
As Gordon's already said, I've already went on my backside once today. These steps don't look great. I think I'll go down the grass. Elegantly done. Look, I'm holding on to bits of grass. What's that going to do? Phew, made it.
for fuck's sake, that's sliding it. I'm bad enough with the steps, let alone this carry on. Right, if I fall, I'm going to the right. This will be fun after being in the water for a few years when your legs don't work. Yeah, carp anglers don't have all this bother, do they? They just rock up in their fancy van, pop up a bivvy and throw out a deck chair. We're risking our bloody lives. Well, that took longer than expected. That's about an hour. I hooked this away at the end of the run. Well, Alex is stuck with the maggots. I don't know why, but I've persisted with the worm. This is swimming upstream. I'll check my drag. This feels quite a nice fish. And it's off, you bastard. This has both lost a nice fish. Shit! That felt a nice fish.
Well, it's been a slower morning than we were expecting. Conditions are fantastic, the river height's lovely, everything's looking good. So we're walking along the bank thinking, nah, we're going to get a fish pretty quickly, which is normally the case here. Usually the first couple of trots down produce a fish, but it took about half an hour to get the first fish, albeit it was on and off pretty quickly. I've bumped a couple. Gordon had one on for a wee while. Ended up losing that one as well. So it might not be as easy today as we think it's going to be. Or we thought it was going to be. But if anything we took from that last session, apart from a £3 fish, is that just because you're not catching fish doesn't mean they're not there. So we've got a wee bit of a plan. We're going to finish off fishing down this run. Then we're going to take a wander down about 300 yards, 300 metres downstream. There's another good looking bit of water, spend a wee bit of time there, see if we can winkle out a fish or not. Rest this run because we're confident here, and maybe after lunch come back up and give it another go. And that's where the confidence really kicks in. It's proven so many times before that that last hour, sometimes the last 2 hours if you're lucky, can really make the day. So we'll see, but aye, tough one so far. It's cold, but we're kind of getting used to it a wee bit now. Takes a couple of sessions to get used to the cold, but yeah, it's nice. Lovely morning.
I'd say it's nice.
It's lovely. I know it would make it lovelier.
Yeah, fish it.
That might have been alright actually. Did you get that again with it? Float slipped away quite slowly, but it still could be a fish. So I think that's the plan. Another 10-15 minutes working down here. Then I'll take a walk, warm my feet up a wee bit. Right, come on, give us a fish before we go.
Well, it's been a tough AM. As Alex mentioned earlier, we've both hooked and managed to lose the fish that we've encountered today. But we've come down to this bottom stretch. And it's one of those stretches, no, you should be confident that it's the one everybody talks about, but we have very limited success on. With that said, it's where I caught my PB back in, I think it was late March, towards the end of the Grayling season. So I think what we're going to do is take a wander back up to the car, get the heat and the blood circulating in our legs, have a bite to eat. And as we've always said, when you're fishing with confidence, you're fishing well. And our confidence is the swim that we started on this morning. And we've always said from 3 o'clock onwards, get into the sunset, we always seem to pick up at least a couple of fish, at least one each. I think that's the plan. I was just thinking when Alex got out the water there, I don't think we've ever posted a episode or a chapter about our tale where we've both blanked. And then it got me thinking, I know I've blanked, but have you ever blanked down here, Alex? Right? You've always at least caught a fish, have you know?
Had a couple of blanks.
Have you? I'm struggling to think of one.
Let's make another one.
So the highs of the 3-pounder in the last chapter to the possible lows of a blank in the next one. But we'll no give up, that's for sure. But my body clock's obviously bang on. I looked at my watch here and it's 25 to 1. That's usually my lunchtime at work, so I think I wander up to get the legs going again, and a bite to eat is on the cards. Do you think, Alex?
Sounds good.
Well, one more trot through. Always got to have one more, ain't you?
What a day. What a day it's been. It's like your stereotypical Grayling day. Cold, calm, not a breath of wind. Bit of mist. Only one thing missing. A Grayling. We came down this morning, it just looked perfect and we were in high hopes of coming down and getting a few fish, but as it's turned out, we're really fishing for one fish now. I reckon if we can get one fish before it gets dark, we've done well. It's a tough day. But that's fishing. Some days you come down and they're crawling up the line. And other days it's like this. Still love it. Still absolutely love it. We'll get one. We'll definitely get one. We're into that magic time now, that hour and a half before dark. We'll get one. he says. Well, the way things were looking this morning, I would not have thought that come 4 o'clock we're staring a blank in the face. But that's exactly what's happened. Hooked and lost a couple of fish first thing this morning. And then nothing. Absolutely nothing since. We moved about a wee bit. We come back up to where we expected to get fish later on in the day. And they've just not showed up. They're there. We know they're there. They can't be anywhere else really. But they're just not interested. So the beginning of 2025 isn't exactly going to plan. This is our second session of the year. Our first session was after conger eels. I don't think they read the script either. And then today, I think this might be the first utter, complete blank on the Grayling since we started the winter's tail, I reckon. We were just chatting about it earlier on. At least one of us have had a fish on every single occasion we've been on the river. I think that comes to an end. It comes to an end today. So, unless a miracle happens in the next...
You're not going to believe this, but I changed to maggots. I just wasn't feeling it. I halved a worm and put it back on. Third trot through. Might have just saved the day, but no got it yet. Get my net round the right side. Keep my line tight. Keep that drag right, come on. Alex was on his way out, he gave up. Come on. Come on. It's not a huge grayling, but it's a grayling. Oof, my feet are totally numb. Come on, you beauty, man. Just watch that, it's coming up behind you there. Yes! Ain't a monster. So cold. Let's get a look at this. There we go. Is that a wee male?
Looks like it.
That's probably the hardest grayling I've ever caught. Beautiful, beautiful fish, as we always say. We'll not keep him at the water too much. Get them back straight away. I reckon we've got time for another one, Jack.
Damn right.
He was absolutely frozen, gave up. That's me, I'm done, Gordon. I says, I can still see my float. I'm going to go and get another one myself. Well, Alex has gave up again. He's literally just sat his arse up on that bench. I still get another 5 minutes with a fresh worm. But the difference is, see, rather than fishing a whole worm, these two late fish have came on with the worm halved and just nicked on. This isn't a big grayling by any stretch of the imagination. It just shows you, make the changes. That might even be a trout. Is that a trout? Ah, it is. It's a trout. That's the first ever trout I've had for here. There you go. That's my first ever brown trout for here. Get them back straight away. Shows you, doesn't it? Never give up. That was just in that slightly deeper water as well.
Trout don't count.
Okay, I'll go and get a grayling. Right, welcome back to Angling 360. This is Alex, I'm Gordon, and not today, tonight,
This evening, yeah.
this evening, we are revisiting the conger eels.
We said we were going to do it. If you watched the Catch 22 episode on congers, we done alright, but they weren't massive eels, so we thought we'd got to come back and give it another go.
Plus the fact it was bloody brilliant
It was
fun.
good, it was good. And conditions are pretty much identical.
Aye,
It's warmer.
is it?
I wouldn't say it's warm. It's not -5. I think the temperature has to drop a little bit. So. But tides are good. Low tide, I think, is at 1:20 a.m.
High tide, you
High tide, sorry.
sunrise, sunset,
High tide.
ups, down, downs, up.
Yeah, 1:30. So we're going to fish, or 1:20. We're going to fish right through, I think, aren't we?
We're going to fish up to high tide, see how it goes, maybe fish an hour or so into it. I have been up since 6:30 this morning, so.
I had a long night this morning, it was great.
So the rods are out. We've switched spots for the last time. Alex got more runs the last time. So Alex has kindly gave me the favoured spot. You might actually see me struggling with a big fish.
You've seen the state of him holding that 2 pounder.
Aye, well, 2?
I don't even know if it was 2 pounds.
Well.
A wee bootlace.
But what we will add in at this small point, this is a conger video. That's the concept of tonight's video. But we do have some squid. So I fancy some wee slivers of squid off the float, on the float, off the drop off there.
Wee mini species hunt.
And if we
what's
do catch a Tom Pot Blenny,
it will become a
it will
catch-22.
become a catch 22 video. So this might appear in both playlists, catch 22 and sea fishing.
We're hedging our bets here. All out conger initially, but if we pick up any of the species that are on the catch-22 list, then we're counting them.
What other baits do we have? We've got all 4 mackerel, haven't we?
I've got mackerel on both of mine.
So far, but we do have herring and a pack of dirty squid. So all going well. We can emulate the last video, if not go one better.
Don't know. Last time was pretty good. 8, 9 runs I think we had in total.
It was good fun.
Obviously, at conger fishing you lose more than you land. Lose them in the cracks and the rocks and the weed.
Totally new to me, this whole conger game.
I'm not too accustomed to it myself. No, I've not caught many congers, but
So feel free to offer any advice in the comments. Should you see anything that we're doing wrong?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you've said it now. Here we go.
I know, oops.
But I'm quite confident. I was confident last time. I'm confident tonight because the conditions are the same.
Do you reckon the one you got was a double?
Nah, I think it was
Nah,
just
just
short.
short.
I think it was just short.
Long?
It was long, but it was quite skinny. I'm sure Gordon will throw a photo up and you can tell us what you think yourself. But I think it was about 8 or 9. It was long. It was 4 or 5 foot long. But yeah, a double. That's what we're after tonight.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
Right, let's go.
We're not ready to go.
Come on, let's go.
Shit, I forgot to press record.
Would you?
I'm not kidding.
Although it's not a catch-22 video yet, it's still, well, I think it has just become a catch-22 video because if you remember, Gordon was a species ahead of me. He managed to get the black goby, where all I could get were rock gobies. Not anymore. Not anymore. Scores are level. That is a black goby. So not that I'm competitive, but I think that draws the scores level on how many species we've got each. But it is a team effort at the end of the day. But you know what? It's the little wins. I'll take that. I was just catching some black gobies there. I've just noticed the slightest little knock on my left-hand rod there. It's not striking me as a conger bite. Just the slightest little bit of movement. So at this point you think, do you let it develop or do you just go for it? It could just be a small fish playing with the bait, it could be a crab, it could be a langoustine, a lobster, it could be anything. You just want to see that rod just pull over. Yeah, I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit it. Whatever it is, it's done what it usually does.
Been you like a killer.
As they always do, as they always do. But you know what? We've learned. Let's sit it down and leave it. We'll leave it for.
Did you bite that I saw? I was thinking sea scorpion.
Nah, I think that's an eel.
Think?
Aye. Yeah, it's still there, look, it's still there. Well, it came out, but it dropped the bait. Yeah, I'm seeing eel. Let's have a look at the bait. Yeah, that's been smushed. You can actually see the, yeah. I'm calling eel on that one. You seen it, put the rod back down,
I caught it in the car.
and it just went straight off. It just came out, but yeah, it knew something was up. Spat the bait, but here we go. We've only been fishing 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That's the first sign.
Can I get my side back?
No. That's interesting. That's much further left than we've ever fished here before, so that's going right back out on the spot. Good, good. That gets the confidence up. It's really difficult to cast here with the trees and whatnot in the background. In the daylight. Never mind in the darkness. I've had to put my tip lights on. Back out. Ah, in this spot. Confidence is sky high now.
Oh, you've said it now.
Jinxed it. It's back out on that spot there. Hope he's still about.
Alex, where's Rod's going?
I'm sure I seen that right hand rod ever so slightly pull over. I had to ask confirmation from Gordon, he's seen it as well. But it was minuscule. It did look promising. I'm going to leave it though, just. Next indication I'll maybe hit it, but it just went quiet just now. Yeah, we'll leave it there. If it goes again, we'll be back. But that was definite movement. We're back up at these rods, but it's a left-hand rod that I'm sure I've just seen move there, and it just sprung back a little bit there. Don't know if the camera picked it up. Yep. Most tentative little pulls though, I mean, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's keeping the confidence up anyway. It could have been crabs. It was quite a crab-like pull. We'll leave that one out there. Well, just as well Gordon forgot to press record on that one, because I made a bit of an arse of it. A proper run, actual run, taking line. So I had to tighten up the drag. But because I was doing it with my left hand, I thought I was tightening it. I wasn't, I was slackening it off. So it took me a wee bit of time to then tighten it back up. Struck into nothing, but it was a most definite run. And it was definitely a kneel. But yeah, I'm not complaining that we missed that one on camera. Let's get it back out. That's that left hand rod again. If I can just get over Gordon from there. It's definitely not the easiest place to cast. I think that's in the right mark. It's pitch black, no idea. That's 2 runs, 2 bites, 2 bits of interest. Getting excited. Right, those reels went there. I've no idea what one it was. Come on, give us an indication. That was a solid run there as well. Yeah, it's a right hand one. Right hand rod. Oh, he had that in his mouth there and I pulled it right out. Felt the weight when I hit it and then I just let it go. This is getting frustrating now. Yeah, munched again. That's 3 runs, 3 good runs. And the bait's just munched on the end. I think it's just small eels. I don't think they're anything big. But there's plenty there. There's another one, another good one. Frustrating. But yeah, look, I don't know if you can see from there, but it's all chewed and munched around the end there. Yeah, I think they're just small. Fresh bait on, get it back out. I'm supposed to be putting Gordon on the hotspot. So we've had to wait for a while, but there was definitely some movement on that one. Come on. I think that was a fish. Struck that there. And there was a bit of slack movement and then it went solid. So that to me means a fish has picked it up and come towards us and went into a snag. So I reckon we'll leave that and see if he comes out again. That was definitely some interest. the rod tip did spring back. So it definitely came towards us. Give it a bit of time, hopefully it comes out.
But I am still here. When we arrived, Alex offered to give me the spot that produced the most runs. I've not had any. Thought of a couple of wee knocks. I think your mind and your eyes start playing tricks on you. But Alex has had 4, am I right? 4 runs and failed to connect with any of them. Well, I think 2 of them I've took him into a snag, but 4 runs, it's shaping up to be a carbon copy of the last one. I just hope if we do get one, it's a proper one, as people say. But I'm precariously close to this ledge, so I'm going to get out of the road.
Hit it, quick, hurry up.
You want me to do it now, aye? Oh no, I've done what Alex has done. Oh, you bastard. A bit better.
No idea. Ah well, fortunately that fish refused to come out. So I've rebaited. I'll get this back out here. So I'll just run through the setup very, very quickly. And if you watched the last conger video, nothing really has changed. So more importantly, I've got an 80 pound rubbing leader. That's must be about 20 feet, so 20 feet, 7 metres thereabouts of rubbing leader. And then running on that, on a link, is a 3-ounce lead. Now I've left out the rotten bottom, because I don't think there's too much need for it. It's not overly snaggy, although the fish seem to find the snags quite easily. And that goes down on a buffer bead over the swivel. And the swivels and the hook are crimped onto 150 pound fluoro. Very abrasion resistant, can resist the teeth of the conger. And that is onto a 7.0, no, that's a 6.0, a 6.0 Sea Beast, Coxon Royal Sea Beast. And then again a sort of smallish, bite-sized mackerel bait on that. Hooked really simply, just once through the nose. Hook point nice and proud. I'll get that back out. We've had so many chances tonight, blew the lot of them. Hopefully there's still time to get one on the shore. Right, let's get this back out. I'm not chucking this too far out. It is just a... not liking that actually. That's going in back in. Cut. Do that again. I landed in about 10 feet of water there for some reason. What's going on there? I think I might have got my angle wrong there. I went too far to the left. Let's try that again. That's a bit better. Found a bit of depth this time. Yeah. Frustrating night. Hopefully one will come good.
You can tell we don't conger fish much, can't you? So Alex has had the majority of the runs, which is over to the left here. And I think you've had, what, 5 now? 4?
4.
4. And then I get the 5th, which was my first one. Alex said I pulled too hard into it. I think I had a wee weak spot in my line. So what I've actually did is when that happened, I thought, do you know something? Change the reel, change the line. So I had another reel with newer braid on it, £60 braid. So I've put a longer, about 30 foot of rubbing leader on. Hopefully that'll stand up to the next challenge a bit better. It's one of these things, isn't it? You're fishing in really snaggy conditions. I think the phrase we hear often is a tackled graveyard. So we're definitely on course for the same amount of runs that we had last time. We're just not converting them into eels on the shoreline. Aye, could be one of these days when you get your chances and you can't take them. But try to talk when that light's in your face is a bit of a pain in the arse, so we'll keep this brief. That screamed off and instantly it tightened up. And I was pretty quick onto that. Let's see if he'll come out.
That lock up because you can bail on it.
No, it was taking line. It's taking line, look. It's taking line through my fingers.
It's moving, hit it. If it's moving, hit it. Don't just get a bit of pressure if it comes.
Oh, that came there. Oh, it's so frustrating, man. That's our 6th. Oh. Why isn't it? Takes line, it could be going further into the hole, couldn't it? That's the only thing.
Wrapping you round a rock.
Surely one of them have got to give us a break.
So, if we get anywhere with it, we'll be back.
Yep, we'll be back.
7 runs, 7 offers, 0 converted. Gordon, the latest one to fluff his lines. So this is a video of how not to catch congers. We're doing something right, we're getting the runs, but just getting them, just hooking them and getting them out of the rough ground is just not happening tonight. Not happening. It's frustrating, really frustrating. So far you've seen in this video us casting and us missing fish over and over and over again. We've got 2 hours of the tide left. We don't deserve a fish. Where's that cheese board?
Well, some say a blank saver. That was that specimen rock goby. Look at the belly on that. I need to go and get my discarder out of the box. Excuse me.
We're just thinking about packing up. Gordon's just had a bit of interest. Missed it. Surprise, surprise. My right hand rod there's got a little bit of interest. The second half of the tide has been so quiet. It's the first action we've had in about
2 hours.
3, I'd say 3.5 hours, aye. I don't know whether to hit that or not. We'll leave it. We'll leave it just now and see if it develops a little bit. It must be bang on high tide now. Eh?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll leave that, I think. Well, we can't say we didn't have our chances. 8 of them. I did not expect that much action in terms of runs. I did, however, expect more fish on the bank, or on the shore, on the rocks. But it didn't happen. What time are we on? 1:45 AM. And I think we're going to need to admit defeat. Call it a night. And come back and try again another time. It's still been nice. I mean, this is one of the occasions where you can say, you know what, it is actually just nice being here. A stunning night, clear skies, not a breath of wind. So yeah, not exactly a lost cause, but a fish would have been nice. It would have been. Yeah. I don't know what we could have done different, if we could have done anything different. But yeah, I'll slowly bring these in, pack them down, get up the road and get a nice warm bed. But yeah, we'll definitely be back. And we'll see you next time, wherever we are.
Pike fishing?
No.